The first note is
direct material cost.
Direct material cost. Okay. Okay, let's deal with the direct material costs. What must I do? What must I start with?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. Are we starting with? Is the direct material cost given to us in the question?
Don't you have a question with you there? Let me scroll. Let me scroll.
Let me.
So no.
Okay, let me.
No, can you see now? Apart from, because I want you to be sure. Apart from checking whether they give it to you or not, I want you to know things which will be part of this. Expect things to happen. Are we together?
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm glad we had to do this question now, but we can leave it halfway through if you understand. Okay. So
Okay,
can
sir.
we take it one step at a time, especially for the first one, for the direct material?
Yes, sir.
So the first thing that we're going to do here, we're going to look for any opening inventory for material. Remember, material is also inventory.
Yes, sir.
So we need to go and check, did they give us any material at the beginning of the year? And we know the beginning is up there.
Yes, it
Did they
is.
give us any material balance? How much?
35,000 rand.
35 is this one. Can you see now? So they gave us this one, which is the material, which is what? 35,000. So I'm going to go down there and put it as 35,000. So this is what I'm going to do now to avoid putting rands. I'm going to just put R here. Now.
No problem, sir.
So everything that is coming here is going to be R, we know.
Right.
Okay? Now, that's the first thing. So this is like, your lecturer said you must not focus on the general ledger account, but for me, no. You must also think about it because these are the same things, and ledger will give you that support to understand better. So,
yes, sir.
direct material is an inventory. Ne?
Okay, sir.
So, inventory obviously increase on the debit side. So, you need to understand that you start with this inventory, and then if you buy, when you sell, it's going to affect inventory. But it's okay for now. So, the next thing that we normally do, we normally put what you call net purchases.
Okay, so second net purchases.
Net purchases. It's like dealing with inventory system called periodic. Remember the periodic?
Yes, sir.
If we say net purchases, it means the figure that we must put here must be net of something. Meaning we must go and check our purchases. Let me know if you are ready so that we can go and check purchases.
I'm ready, sir. We can continue.
Okay, let's go up and check any purchases. By purchases, it means did we buy inventory? Because remember, purchases represent inventory.
Yes, sir. So anything that we bought.
Huh?
So any inventory that we bought.
Yeah. Did we buy? Remember, inventory material is also inventory. Material is also inventory.
Yes, sir.
Because we're in a manufacturing concern. So do you see any material purchased here?
Yes, the first one is it's direct materials purchased.
This is the one that I'm looking for. But remember, we said net. So net means we must check. Did they return any material back to the suppliers?
Yes, sir. They did. Of 2,500.
So what are we going to do? We need to say 85,000 minus 2,500. That will give us net. I don't know if it makes sense.
Okay. Yes, sir.
No problem. So I'm gonna go there and say net purchases. I'm gonna say 85,000. I'm gonna put it in brackets here. 85,000 minus 2,005, ne?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I don't know how much we get.
We get 82,500.
2,500.
Yes.
Are you following? Did you think we did the right thing to do this question at least? This,
Yes,
especially the
sir.
first one. Okay. So
Yeah,
first I want
no,
you to understand.
definitely.
Remember, you add them. So you can even say to make it simple so that you cannot forget in the exam, because I know sometimes you forget, and just say add so that you can know what to do, because sometimes you're gonna less. Okay.
Also, so it's basically how we calculated capital.
Yes, it's similar.
It's similar, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's similar. And it's similar to what we have when they ask you to calculate cost of sales in the periodic system. Is similar.
Okay, sir.
No problem. Are you ready to continue?
Yes, sir.
No problem. Now, after doing this, remember I said sometimes when you make these purchases, when you go and buy stock or you buy material, there are other costs which you incur.
Sorry, sir, I had
Are
a
you still?
problem with my. Yes, I had a problem with my audio. I think it was internet, but I'm back now.
I was saying when you make these purchases, sometimes you can incur additional costs because you are making purchases. Give me one example of things that you can incur when you buy stock. Any other extra costs?
Electricity.
No, no, no. It's normally we don't incur electricity when we buy stock. Where do you
Oh,
incur electricity?
when you buy stock.
Yes, because purchases, remember, is stock. Don't think about manufacturing overheads now. I can see you're thinking about manufacturing overheads now. I'm thinking about when you go and buy stock. Let's say you go to Pretoria, you buy stock, you want to go and sell in Midrand. What other costs can you incur because you want to buy?
Okay, so petrol.
Yes,
Um, I don't
yes,
know.
those ones, transport, those things.
Yes, transports.
We must do the same here. Any costs related to purchases, we must go and check the information up there and check
Mm.
if there are any costs which we incurred during the process related to our inventory. Remember, inventory in this case is material. When we bought our material, do you think there's any cost associated with the material there that we bought?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Um, import duties on direct materials.
I like this. Input duties on the direct material. Remember, in future, I don't think we've got any other costs related to the direct material here. So in future, you can have transport on direct material, or they can say transport on purchases. Can you see now? Instead of
Yes, sir.
saying material, they can say purchases in future.
Okay.
Yes, it can be transport, it can be insurance. They must be specific on direct material or on purchases. It can be freight or freight. I don't know how do you call it. How do you pronounce it? Things like that. So if you find them, you add them.
Okay, sir.
So I'm gonna add this one. We only have input here.
10,600.
I'm gonna add input.
So, sir, the information is given to us. There's no calculation really needed for this unit?
No, unless if there's some information down there which will affect whatever we take from the statement. Other than that, information is there.
Okay, sir.
It was import duties on
Direct materials.
how much was it? I think
10,600. Yes.
Okay. Remember, you don't have to say add. I'm just saying it's for me to say so that I cannot forget. Even if you write import duties, as long as you know what to do here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now, because we don't have any other thing that is another cost, if I had other costs, I will add them again like that. So if you don't have anything, we must just go and check if you've got any closing inventory.
Okay. So question. So you see for this question, right? Well, for this paper, they asked us the direct material cost. So maybe let's say in the paper that's coming, they can ask us for the indirect material cost. Is that possible?
It's not possible because indirect material cost is part of overheads. They will ask you for overheads
Oh,
in stage.
oh, okay.
Because if I had indirect, it's gonna be part of what of the two overheads.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
No problem. So do we have any direct material at the end?
Yes, inventory on hand.
Okay, this one, eh?
Yes. So will that be the closing balance, basically?
That's true. That will be the closing balance. $58,000. I'm gonna put it here, but we are gonna less it. Okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna less 58,000. Just put brackets so that you can, because you can add by mistake. You know, the hit in the exam, you forget things, you'll end up adding even though you said less. So put it in brackets like that.
Okay, sir. Okay, so you may continue.
Give me that total, please.
The total is plus 82 plus the final total is 70,100.
70,100. This is where what they wanted with the note. You know, this is note number one. This is what they wanted. And usually this figure is the one that is transferred to an account. Just write, you don't have to write this. Remember, we're just having a lesson now, okay?
Okay, sir.
You can just say transfer to, I think you know this, work in progress.
Journal ledger. Oh,
So this amount is the one that's going to be transferred to work in progress. Okay.
yes, sir.
So if they asked you for the direct material account, everything that is without brackets will go to the debit side. Everything with brackets will go to the credit side.
The credit side.
Can you see now?
Okay, so let me just write quickly.
So, in other words, the inventory will be 35,000 will be on the debit side. Can you see?
Yes, yes.
And then here, you don't have to do this calculation here. Oh, let me wait for you because you're still writing. I don't want you to write and listen.
Okay, so you may continue.
So I said inventory at the beginning will be on the debit side.
Yes.
When it comes to purchases, you don't have to do this calculation. You must transfer them separately.
Oh,
Yes?
okay. Okay.
So you must first
So,
record what 80
okay.
on the debit side.
Okay.
And 2005 on the credit side.
Okay.
Import duties will be on the debit side.
Yes.
And then this one, usually this one is the one that we find when we balance the account. This one.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the
So,
balance brought down at the end. Remember that one at the end?
yes, sir.
This will be the balance brought down at the end. So this one you can just find it by balancing. But if it is given to you, it means you just have to copy and paste. It has been balanced for you.
No problem, sir.
And this difference, this one, is going to be on the credit side, and you transfer it to the no. It's like you're balancing account. You have got everything. This sides won't balance. So this difference is the one that is we're gonna call it what? Work in progress. It's gonna appear on the credit side of material.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you want to test yourself with the account, because I don't think we're gonna go through the account unless if we have got time and we say let's just quickly go through the account.
Okay, no problem, sir.